Coedybrenin, just like Bike Park Wales is the mecca for mountain biking for bike parks. Coedybrenin for me personally is definitely the mecca for trail centres. Awesome place. You can make it as hard or as easy as you want with the multitude of trails there. So what we did, we've done the Beast a few times, which is the massive trail. So instead of doing the Beast, what we decided to do, we started to do MBR, which has all the best bits of the Beast, but none of those mile-long fire roads, which are absolute killers. And to finish it off, well, if we've got time and if we've got enough energy left, we'll do the Minotaur again, which is a fun flow blue trail. So I hope you enjoy this video. Again, there's myself and Ben and Ollie from Bike and Beyond. Enjoy. So we've had a little mechanical.
His bike up there? Oh, sorry.
We can wheel his bike up there, can't we?
Welcome to Coedybrenin, everybody. We've just literally set off. This is the first section of the Minotaur before we get to the MBR tracks, and we've had a serious mechanical already. I am absolutely gutted for Ollie from Bike and Beyond. Although it's it's not a brand new bike, but it's a fairly new bike that he bought used. He's done a couple of rides already, and no sooner than he got to Coedybrenin, his chain snapped. We can sort this out.
All the rocks yet. Had to chop it all off. It's been raining and the rocks are slippy, which is always fun. Don't know how I did that. Very technical. I'm filming on the Insta 360, so hopefully it shows the gradient a little bit better than what GoPro does. Oh god, went down the wrong line. Sorry guys. Oh, thank god I've just bought some pads at the shop. I thought of doing this without knee pads. Scares the bejesus out of me. Oh shit.
Some days you just ride like an absolute bag of crap, and there's no explanation for it. This was one of those days. The rocks were wet, I was a bit skittish, I was thrown off by leaving my knee pads at home, so I was already £70 down at this point. I was in a bit of a mood, but let's carry on to see what happens. This is Able. This is one of those sections where if you go slow, you're more likely to have an accident than if you go fast. So just go for it. You're wearing your pads, it's enjoyable, it's a beautiful place to ride. The rocks are a little bit wet here, so you have to be careful there. So you're not 100%, but definitely 80-85% of effort down here. It's a fantastic trail, my favourite trail of the whole place.
So you're not where you want to come off.
Switching to the Insta 360R. Right, this sound I've mentioned before on a couple of videos is absolutely dog crap. This camera, although it can have some good effects on it with the 360, and it generally makes your footage a little bit more varied, you can't use it for sound. The microphone is rubbish, it's pointless. It's probably one of the most overhyped cameras on the market at the moment.
There's such a faff to set up.
At this point, all three of us were under the same conclusion that Ollie needs to buy a new chain.
Have we got a spare quick link?
Only on that other chain. What are you doing that?
It was after a bit of
We have fixed Ollie's bike. So now we've got 1, 2, 3,
Hey, too bad, Ollie. That's 3 master links. That's 3
Got
master
more
links.
master links than I have machine.
Awesome.
Alright, here we go into the jump trail. A nice little rest after that technical rock section.
Don't think I need to mention about the microphone again. We can all hear that it's pretty naff. But the one thing I do love about coedybrenin is the variation of trails. So 1 minute you'll be on like alpine, single track, rocky, awful, and then you'll be in the middle of a pine forest. And then all of a sudden, the trail builders have decided to build like a jump trail in between like alpine and pine, which is absolutely fantastic. This is what makes coedybrenin one of the best trail centres in the UK.
Wicked little shark fin. Those little mouths nearly caught me out. Yeah, because you. I remember I was being bigger. Probably because we've done bigger stuff, but since we came last, but
you go left to right, and I just hit them a bit too.
Yeah, you can't take off, can you? Yeah. We've got a nice left bit now, I think. Nice bit of flow trail, isn't it? Yeah.
This is exactly what I've just been on about. So, straight from a jump trail, straight into a single track in the middle of a forest, crossing streams, weaving in and out of trees. Amazing, amazing, amazing place. And MBR and the Beast Trails have all got probably 10 to 15 different types of trail. You can't beat it.
After you.
This is the last section before you get back down to the trail centre or back down towards the car park. And it's one of the, I wouldn't say more difficult sections, definitely very technical towards the second part of this. So you got a mixture of sharp edged rocks and wet roots, very, very challenging. Again, the slower you go, the more likely you are to have an accident. Just keep that in mind.
Gets worse. Yeah, down here. It's rooty as well. I love wet roots, yeah, exactly.
So because we did MBR and not the Beast, we still had a little bit of energy left towards the end, so we decided to give the Minotaur a go. So the Minotaur is probably about 14k all the way around if you do all the loops included. There's about 4 different loops within the Minotaur, all of them, like I say, 14k. Nothing tacked in, it's a blue route. I took my 9-year-old son on this last year. He thoroughly enjoyed it. Pretty sure this is like a scene from Deliverance. I've got no idea why these people were actually standing there staring at us. Very, very strange. Ding, 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 ding.
Bit of a strange place to stay.
Just caught Ben Lard doing his impression of Blue Steel from Zoolander. But this is probably halfway around the Minotaur, this hydroelectric water plant where you can stop, have a drink, have a rest, take in the sights. Absolutely spectacular waterfalls, beautiful. Recommend it as a stop halfway around.
MBR and the Minotaur done. Legs are hurting. Legs are hurting.
We finished. So we did the MBR, which was quite terrifying at some parts because how wet the rocks was. We also did the Minotaur, just to loosen the legs up at the end. Thanks for Ollie for turning out again for Bike and Beyond. Obviously the big chief Ben Law, thank you for him for driving today, and thanks for Starbucks for not being open. You're a pain in the ass. We really need coffee after the ride. and now we've got to go on the hunt for one because we don't want petrol station coffee. But yeah, well, if you like the video, like and subscribe, usual thing, and we'll see you next time.